And hello everybody, so today I'll be showing you how to create a loop on BlueJ, and I believe you do use Java. If you haven't seen my earlier code, then I would suggest that you do, or like the earlier video. So let's just create a new project and call it Learning Loops. Okay, so now you can create a new class, call it loop or whatever you like, it doesn't matter really. So then just go in and delete all the extra like unneeded text that's in there, except for the public stuff, like, you know. So let's just delete all that. Okay, so now I can just like start adding stuff like public static void main, and then, you know, like just put a bracket there, just say just say string with like those square shaped brackets, and then args, and another normal bracket, and then a curly shaped bracket at the end, and then underneath that another curly shaped bracket. Okay, so now just type int x equals 1. This makes x obviously equal 1. Now remember, this is all above that last curly shaped bracket. Now type while, because it's like a while loop. So while it is this, it will do this. Okay, so now while in brackets x is smaller than 10. Now after you've done that, put another curly shaped bracket there, and inside the next curly shaped bracket you say system.out.println, which means print line, and then in bracket x, and after that just like close it off. Now what this will do is this will make the system print x, and this will make it basically loop while it's doing its stuff. Okay, okay, now let's compile it and just test it out and see what happens. Okay, so what it's doing is only looping the number 1. So I'm having a little trouble here just exiting, but I can close that off easily by just doing that and just stopping it from running. Okay, now what I did wrong was I didn't tell x to increase, and I didn't say where it should stop. Or I did technically say where it should stop, but I didn't say like how it can actually stop. Now that's not important right now, we're just going to let x grow bigger for now. So let's just try it again, and boom. Okay, now all I did is, if you just go back a few seconds, or just watch here, I made just underneath that I said x plus plus. This will increase x. Okay, now what I want x to do is to stop at 10 and not 9, and here it works. Now what I did, I said if x is smaller or equal to 10. If I just said if x is smaller than 10, then it should only go up to 9, but I said smaller or equal to 10, and this makes it go up to 10. So what I want to do is I want to make x decrease. So x is now 10, and I'm making if x is bigger than 2, then it should print x, and we're saying x minus minus to make x decrease. Now let's run it and see what happens. Now as you can see, it went up to 3 or down to 3. Now what we want to say is we want to make it afterwards say it's done. So I bet you can do this on your own. I'm just gonna start typing it in anyways, it's not that hard. Okay, so now let's just see if it works, and voila, it's done. Okay, so now just so you don't wonder what happens and try yourself, so you can be lazy, I want to make x plus plus. Now ultimately what this will do is it will make it constantly increase. So let me just show you. Do you see it just constantly increases more and more and more, because it shouldn't be increasing but it is. Now if you type something and send it, you can barely see it. If you're lucky you see it, but not always. Okay, so I just taught you the normal loop, also known as the while loop, because while it does this, it does wait a minute, but anyways, while it does this, it does that. Now I'm just going to find my thingy. There it is. Okay, so now I'm going to teach you the for loop. Okay, so I just cut out a short clip, but I guess you can figure out what happened by yourself. So what you type is for int x equals 10. Now it's not like the while loop, everything goes into the brackets, not like int x equals 10 then while in the rest of things in brackets. Now it's for and everything in brackets. So now just say if x is bigger than 0, and you say x minus minus to tell it to decrease. Now you just close off there, and just please notice all the curly shaped brackets because they're very important. Whatever you want that specific thing to do, remember you always put it in curly shaped brackets. Okay, now we want it to print x, so you know system.out to print ln and then in brackets x. It will make it print x. You should notice by now, especially if you watched my previous video. Okay, so now let's just close that. Okay, now let's run the for loop, and as you can see it's from 10 to 1. Beautiful, am I right? Now let's just close off that. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want x to decrease by 2, like it's 10, 8, 6. Okay, so it's a problem. Okay, this will probably not work, but let's just make if x is smaller than 100, x plus 2. Okay, let's try that. But oh wait, but I never actually fixed that. Okay, let's make it just x plus then. Sorry about that, I didn't mean to leave it all behind, but it is x equals x plus 2. That's how you get it, because the x has to increase plus 2 by himself. You can't just say x plus 2 because then it doesn't really know what to do. And I'll just quickly run it and see if it works. Perfect, of course it works. I'm a genius. Of course. See, now wasn't that perfection? Okay, now let's do the same with the normal loop, but we make it decrease instead of increase. because you can do it with both, so I don't see why not. Let's just show you guys how. It's basically, you see, there's not really much of a difference between the while and for loop if you look at a format. Just the while loop is less like compressed into itself. See what did I tell you? While the for loop is very like everything's forced into one place. So I hope you guys at least understand a little bit now. Just like you can do a little bit more of it. Maybe you have struggled, now you don't. Leave a like, subscribe, I don't know, do whatever you want. And this is where I sayonara. Yes. Now let's just run that last one. Beauty. It's a beauty.
To teach the world.